joining NATO is going to happen, or that you're going to defend NATO, or that Americans will defend you, is that also false? Are they two false things?
I think I'm being misunderstood. I'm saying that Ukraine should have been allowed into NATO long ago. Right now.
Yes.
Right now, right now,
they can be
whether
independent
you
or they
agree
can be
or not
aligned with Russia.
won't make
And then the
that
vast
much of a big
majority
difference. What
of
will make a big
Ukraine
difference
just
is
continues as
if
Ukraine,
Ukraine
and
gets
you've got
help,
subdivision.
military help, more
People
direct
have
help
choice
from the
because
US,
some of them
and
say, look, we
absolute
don't actually-
economic
we're pro-Russian,
isolation
but we don't actually
for
wanna
Russia.
be inside
That is
Russia,
what we
want
need
our
right
own
now. A
state.
symbolic
So,
joining of NATO.
Personally, I kind of see like
It is necessary.
I'm
Russia
more
will
in
be
favour of secession.
would probably stop
I just think
attacking.
you've got
I
these
don't think it's
people who
safer for
clearly
everybody,
don't agree.
including Ukraine,
They're
to
stuck
be a
in a
neutral country.
together.
Ukraine should be a neutral
You've got two
country,
small
shouldn't it?
states
Not
that
if you have a
wanna
hostile
break
military
away, I
alliance
think,
right on
you
Russia's
know,
border.
Pavlov is
Do you not
saying
see
that,
from their
you
point
know,
of view
there's
how
lines
aggressive
to,
that
but I
is?
just think
Okay,
there's
I'm
so
sorry,
much
but
land
this
in
is the
Ukraine.
silliest question
Ukraine
that
is
I've been
huge,
asked yet. This is
right?
absolutely
How
silly.
do you
This
take
takes the
Ukraine's
cake.
like
This
that?
takes the
It's
cake.
little
I'll
bit-
explain
Do you not
why.
think it's very
Okay.
provocative to Russia to have NATO
I'll
right on the
explain,
border
I'll
of Russia?
explain why it's a silly question. Once again, I'll give the example of Poland. This is like telling Poland, after they got invaded by Nazis and Soviets, why doesn't Poland become a neutral country and all this situation will be over?
Why don't you
Of
just
course we
answer
would
the
like to be a
question?
neutral country. Russia won't let us be a
Poland wasn't in
neutral
NATO.
country.
Poland wasn't initially in
I'm not
NATO.
saying Poland
We
was
only
in
allowed
NATO. I'm
NATO
saying,
later. So
I'm
Poland
not
is a bad
saying
example.
Poland was in.
They didn't want
I'm
Poland
not
in
saying
NATO for
Poland
exactly
was
that
in
reason.
NATO. I'm saying you want Ukraine to be neutral.
Yeah.
What kind of neutrality can a country that's being attacked be? How can it be neutral at that point? It's like I start punching you right now, and people tell you, "Oh, be neutral, Kyle. Be neutral." He's gonna stop.
I'm not saying they
It's
shouldn't. I'm
ridiculous.
not saying they shouldn't fight to defend themselves from Russia. That's great.
Well,
I
that's
love
not
that.
neutrality.
I love that. No, but
It's being
I'm
enemies.
saying they should be a neutral state and that they shouldn't join NATO, and neither should they join a military alliance with Russia.
No, they
should be a
shouldn't
neutral
join
buffer
NATO.
country.
What? Buffer country. Thank you very much.
What? It's true.
Ukraine should be a buffer country.
Why-
I'm
what's
done
wrong
with
with
this
saying that?
questioning.
what's wrong
I'm
with
done
that?
with this question.
You're picking
Now,
on
this
one
is,
word I said.
This is
They're
exactly
neutral-
what I
they should be a
mean when I
neutral
say
country,
people are
which means
deviating from things that matter. People are deviating from
How is that
from the
I'm addressing
promises
this
that
straight
would
on.
make to Ukraine by the West, and not only by the West, by many different countries.
Can I ask a question?
Especially by Russia,
Can I ask
which
one
is
more question?
violated. How can you trust a country
Can
that's
I
violated
ask
its
one more
promises?
question? Are you aware that Gorbachev met with George Bush, and he said that you're allowed, will let you rejoin Germany, reunited with Western Germany? So it's fine with that, and that's an amazing concession considering that Germany has destroyed Russia repeatedly in throughout history. He was fine with that. He said as long as NATO does not expand 1 inch to the east, the Americans agreed at the time. You can read Gorbachev's
And
memories.
how is that treaty called?
It's not. It wasn't put on
Absolutely,
paper,
it's
but
not a
that-
treaty.
but that- so that doesn't
it's
mean
not
it matters.
something that was signed.
Oh, so you're saying we can make a gentleman's agreement and violate it later?
No, I'm
Fine.
saying
So
words
an
are
agree-
words and agreements are
so an
agreements.
agreement-
It's absolutely
a verbal
different.
agreement with the
No,
Americans
hold
means
on,
nothing.
hold on. Stop.
I see. I see how it is.
Excuse me? Okay, what?
Freedom.
Yeah, thank you.
So you're okay with violating an agreement just as long as it's
What
not
I'm
on paper?
saying is
If
this.
it's on paper, then you don't agree with it.
Kyle,
If it's not,
debatable.
Come on.
Kyle, you don't understand what I'm saying and you don't let
I'm
me
listening,
answer
I'm
the
listening, I'm
question.
listening.
What I'm saying is, when you make a verbal agreement behind closed doors that nobody can truly see or prove,
you can go back on it and just say you just ignore it.
no, I'm
disregard
saying
it.
it's an uncertain agreement. And what
not-
Ukraine made
it wasn't
with
uncertain, it was a
UK,
promise.
US,
It was a
and
promise.
Russia was not an uncertain
It
agreement.
was a verbal
It was a
promise.
written
You back on
down
your channel?
memorandum about what is going to happen in the future. Because
man,
once
that's
again,
it.
Ukraine has made the greatest sacrifice any country in human history has ever made in the name of world peace. Nothing even compares.
What?
You laugh.
Come
it
on.
shows how stupid you are, Kyle. You don't realize Ukraine did the biggest nuclear disarmament in human history. Enough nukes to end the planet.
Yeah, that was great. That's all good.
Yeah, that's great. And you're laughing.
Enough
you're making a
exaggeration.
fool out of
Don't make
yourself.
exaggeration.
You're making an absolute fool of yourself.
I'll call you next
I
week.
feel
Yeah,
bad
see you
for
later,
you.
Pablo.
I feel
Yeah.
bad for you.
There's no need to exaggerate, Pablo.
So, yeah, go.
What do you think of the current government of Ukraine? Do you believe that
The
they're-
current government.
Yeah, do you believe that they're corrupt, or do you believe that they're like?
Yeah, I know. I ain't been on it for ages now, but yeah. Send me an email
So the
and
current
I'll
government
ask
of
the
Ukraine
question.
has surprised me very positively in the last few days. I thought they would flee with their tails between their legs, but they have stood their ground and they started fighting against the Russian aggressor. And I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of how they've been behaving. Now, I'm not denying the corruption allegations. There is still corruption in Ukraine, for sure, absolutely. Especially the opposition party, which is basically the communist party in disguise. Because Ukrainians don't allow communist parties, fortunately, and they should keep it up that way. But yeah, indeed, there is some corruption. But President Zelensky, let me just finish with one more thing. President Zelensky has indeed made some moves to fight corruption, and he has made other moves to fix the infrastructure in Ukraine, for example, roads and all of those things. So he has indeed been a positive president up until now, and this situation with him standing his ground in Kiev is really telling that he is indeed seems to be a worthy president. Yes.
Good. So how many
No, I wanted to get
How many
Carl's
political
take on this thing. Man.
That is not something
his
that I know
outcome
for
was
sure. I don't know how many.